All right, welcome back to the channel. We got a really special project. It's this truck, 05 F350 Super Duty. We are making this into a SEMA build. This truck is going down to SEMA in November. And we get to do all the paint and all the body and make this thing look absolutely premium. So just giving a kind of an update on the shop of what we're doing, but that is the next big project. I'm still working on mine. That's a customer one. Just trying to get a head start on this Ford so that I have more time to do my own. So let's just go through what this truck is looking like right now. I just took the hood off. The hood has been painted once. It's this aftermarket fiberglass, whatever. And the paint is had some rock chips hit it and damaged the paint. So what we're gonna end up doing is stripping all the paint off and starting fresh on that. The frame on this is actually just a donor frame. It's not really serving any purpose other than to hold the cab. If we come, so today I should say, I'm pulling out the windshield, the cowl. I want to pop the headliner out because we need to get the glass out. And what was worse than expected, if I can get up here, is this roof. It is badly damaged, and the owner of this truck, he decided to weld up some of the old holes. He wants to put new lights in, so he has new holes that he drilled for, but like you can see right there, that is really ugly, really thin. I'm worried about getting that welded up. Thinking it's gonna be kind of tough. But I'm hoping he puts a new windshield in. I'll have to talk to him about that, because I'm thinking when he was welding all this up, he has all this welding splatter. This thing is, it ain't coming off. Oh, and his sunroof too. That's not good. So yeah, this roof, and it's dented everywhere. It's badly damaged, as you can see. Might have underquoted on that one. But we got the doors half torn down. We're busy taking out the handles, the glass, but we're getting a new front door. As you can see, it's all rusty. Both front doors actually we're getting new, but this one is rusty, but it also is cracked right there at the latch. Definitely not worth trying to fix when you can get doors for this thing. They're a dime a dozen. The rear doors inside look mint. Cab corners are shot, and we're just gonna go ahead and do the rockers, because like we said, it's going to SEMA. He wants it done right and done well. Got a new box, but again, this generation of truck, it's showing its age. He has box sides for this, so we're actually gonna put box sides on here so that everything is absolutely rust-free as possible. So whatever's happening on the driver's side is happening on the passenger side. And he's gonna get Line-X put in here and everything, but we're gonna make sure that inside here and everywhere looks good. He actually has these cross members that he wants changed out. So we're gonna change those out. And while we're there, we'll just splash some black paint on it. I'm really excited to start working on this. Been trying to update the process of how we do things, especially when it comes to like a restoration like this. Collision industry, things are different than restoration life, but they do have a lot of great ideas in restoration to make the job quicker and easier and better. A lot of it comes down to just like what kind of tools and sanding blocks and whatever you might use, but even the process of it all, it's like one of those things where you gotta take a step back so you can leap forward. So in the very beginning, it's a lot more work, but you save the time at the end when you're not messing around with these little things, because you end up tackling them right at the beginning. So we're gonna try and implement the new processes that have kind of come up in my mind, and let's make this truck look better than the OBS right here. When this truck came in, it was kind of in between me learning about a new process to make it better and quicker and more efficient for us. And you know, this truck looks pretty dang good. But I do wish I had my new sanding blocks. I got sanding blocks, next level sanding blocks. Awesome tool to have. I'll show you those in a second, but Look at this truck. Man, she looks phenomenal. So we're actually gonna end up making this truck look like this one. The idea is straighter and flatter than factory. That's the expectations, that's what we're going with. It's gonna look like this truck, but I might even say better than this one, but time will tell. The new process with the new tools, the new knowledge should make quite the difference. Here's what I mean. These are my next level blocks. They come in all different sizes. They come narrower, they come longer, they're wide like this. They come in different thicknesses as well. You can see there's that polycarbonate with the foam backer, but you notice that they get thicker, they get stiffer. So this is the most flexible 16-inch one. Look how much flex that has. That's really good for going around curved panels. This is kind of like your semi-rigid, has a bit of curve because every panel isn't dead straight. I mean, take this hood for example. It ain't dead straight. It's got a bit of curve. That's where this semi-rigid would come in. The flexible, I mean, I guess right here would be a good example. Solstice, it's really curved on the hood there. That'd be awesome right there to use it because you want the block to kind of hug the shape. Then we got this big, thick boy, which is for a straight panel like a tailgate. It'd be really good for a tailgate. But you kind of want to choose the block best suited for the application. Because we're in the collision industry, we have Velcro on here, so we use Velcro sandpaper. Really easy to put the sandpaper on, really easy to take it off. It's fast, it's efficient. I know a lot of the restoration guys will stick it, so they don't even have Velcro, they just go straight to the polycarbonate here. And the reason why they do that is because this is like guys that do like the highest end, the 1.1% of the world kind of quality of work, where they have 100 hours invested just into like one side of a vehicle in just body work. But they don't go with Velcro because that Velcro adds the tiniest amount of cushion. Like you can see, there's not much Velcro there because a lot of the sanding blocks that oh God, where do I find one? Anyways, a lot of the sanding blocks that they actually sell for the collision industry, like you see it has this foam backer. Well, they'll put that on the face of it, then slap some Velcro on it, but they'll put holes in it so that you have vacuum, so it can extract the dust as you're going. Benefits of the vacuum is that it's gonna clog up your sandpaper less and make it cleaner in your shop. Disadvantages, they're always foam backed before you put your sandpaper on. And as you can see here, there's a lot of cushion. You want a hard surface to actually cut the highs and show the lows, where the foam, it'll ride over the highs and ride into the lows and not actually cut it flat. So that's kind of the purpose of having to go polycarbonate block, is so that it cuts a lot better. So yeah, I'm excited to put these to use. I've got a set of 30-inch ones, so they're nice and long. You can tackle a door really easy. And I got a bunch of little smaller sizes. And I want to order some that are kind of, they call it the prep detail kit. I forget what sizes they come in, but they are meant for when your car is done being painted. You go and you get some sandpaper, stick it sandpaper, or even just like non-stick it, and you just hold it on the block. And then when you're color sanding, you're clear after. You know, if you're doing a really high-end restoration, you're putting 4 or 5 coats of clear, and you're starting at 600, knocking it flat, then 8, 12, 15, 2, 3, 5, 8, and polish. So I want to get some blocks without the Velcro so that I can use the wet sandpaper so that I can make it quicker to cut and polish, because the ones I have that don't have any Velcro are pretty small. Like this guy. That's what it looks like without any Velcro. But I'll call this a hockey stick block because it's like the shaft of a hockey stick. So I've got that one, and that's the flexible one. Then I got this stiff one right here, and then I got this little guy. I got a small flexible guy too. But those kind of blocks, I mean, I've used a block this size to wet sand everything my whole life, but I'm thinking if I got a block, a wider one like this, maybe a 16-inch block, it'd be a lot quicker to color sand. But anyways, I might be rambling, but that's the thought process of what we're gonna kind of do with this restoration slash SEMA build. Hoping to make some videos actually on the processes of how I do stuff. Two reasons for that: I want to spread some knowledge and help guys out. The second reason is I want to, if I bring in a guy to work at the shop, I want to be able to teach him in shop, but I also want to be able to say, hey, tomorrow we work on this. I got a video on prepping a door, block sanding this, block sanding that. Take a look at it if you want to learn more beforehand. So when you come to the shop, you're a little more prepared, and you'll just make like 5-10 minute videos, something that's easy to watch, and yeah, you can just mindlessly watch it and learn. And then at least any guys that come and work here will have an idea of how I want it done. I mean, I'm not perfect, but I'm trying to improve every day. So if I find a new process to make things easier, I'm definitely going to make another video explaining why I've changed, why I've upgraded, and all this and that. So there's just a few reasons why I want to make some videos. Really just put more educational, informational stuff out there. Try and explain it in a very simplistic way where, you know, if you've never touched a sander in your life, you can kind of understand the concept and get the theory of it all. It just, the application of the skills just take time. But I think that if I make some videos, I think I can help people understand the theory and develop their skills to be a little bit better. But yeah, that's kind of the update. Stay tuned for more. Continuing to work on my truck, and actually I just got some truck parts. I should make another video of all the truck parts I got. I believe I got another shipment coming in here soon, but I'm really excited to get going on my truck. My frame's up on the trailer underneath the tarp, waiting to get that thing in the shop, get all my steering and suspension parts so I can get the wheels back on so it can be a roller. Engine's almost done, so if you're paying attention to my Instagram or anything, you'll see that the engine is getting done. I've got a bunch of covers and stuff getting bead blasted across at the engine shop, so I'm waiting for those guys to be done so that I can paint those like an aluminum color, going for like a really clean kind of engine look. But yeah, big things are happening. It's a lot of work. Work is a lot of work. Hobbies are a lot of work. But we're just gonna keep going and hopefully make some really nice trucks. Like this is a 92, I'm making a 97, and I'm pretty much making this but modern. But yeah, hope you enjoyed the update, the shop update. Next video I'm thinking will be on my truck, an update there. So follow along, like, comment, subscribe, and yeah, we'll see you in the next one.